Hey everybody, welcome to Filmmaking. Today, Boyan Dulabic here. So, do you own a Mac Pro from 09, 08, 2010, 2011, and you want to add USB 3.0 to it? Stay tuned. So, I'm still running a 2009 Mac Pro, which is this guy right here. Yes, it's 2018 and I'm still running it, and you know what? For now, anyway, it still works. I will replace it soon, but for now it's fine. Now, a few years ago, I bought this card right here. It's by Orico, I believe. And I have an unboxing and review video on that one as well. And it works fine. It gives you 4 USB 3.0 ports, and you just slide it into your Mac Pro like any other card. So no problems there. Now, the problem is, first of all, yes, I know there's a lot of dust inside my computer. I get it. I really need to clean it. Let's just pretend it's not there. Now, problem with this card is that in order to power it, you need to take up one SATA port, which you can see right here. So this is usually the bay where you can slide one of the hard drives in. And right now that SATA connector is taken up to power this card. Again, if you don't need that many hard drives, this will work for you. It's fine. However, if you want to max out all your hard drives inside your Mac Pro and you still want to have a card like this, well, there is a solution for that too. So I recently purchased this little guy right here, which is, I guess it's pronounced Inotech USB 3.0 card. This is what it looks like. It's a very simple, small box. When you open it up, you have the card right here. And so let's put that aside. You have a couple of screws here, which you don't really need with the Mac Pro. And then there's the usual manual and driver disk. Keep the driver disk. I'll talk about that in a second. So this is what the board looks like. There's nothing fancy about it. I mean, it's your regular card. It's pretty small. Again, it gives you 4 USB ports. So when we open up the Mac Pro, first all you need to do is unscrew these two, screws. You do not need a screwdriver or anything. You can just do it by hand, and then remove this latch right here. And then just simply place the new card in there and put the latch back and screw it back on. It is a process that literally takes, 2 minutes, something like that. And that's it. And then you have 4 USB 3.0 ports that you can use for whatever you want to use it. Now, one thing that I have noticed, if you are running Windows on a Mac like I am, on the Windows side of things, you will have to install the driver that comes with the disk. That's why I said do not throw the disk away. It is actually important. If you just run Mac, you do not need to worry about it. Just install the card and you'll be up and running. Now, when it comes to actual speed comparison on the Mac side of things, so I took a 4 GB file right here and I just copied it over from my computer to an external hard drive that is connected to one of these ports, and it takes about 54 seconds to copy it over. If you are running Windows on a Mac like I am, it's basically the same. It took me about 58 seconds, so it's basically the same. And the average transfer speed, as you can see right here, was somewhere around 85 megabits per second or 90, somewhere around there, which is definitely an improvement. I connected that same hard drive to USB 2.0, and as you can see here, the average speed is about 27 megabits per second. So, you know, it's almost 3 times faster with USB 3.0. So definitely an improvement. And when I copied that same file over using USB 2.0, it took about 2 minutes and 58 seconds. So almost 3 minutes versus about a minute. Again, 3 times faster, which is always a welcoming thing. I'll try to find a link to this guy, and there are some other alternatives that you can get as well. They are somewhere around $20 to $30. So check out the links in the comments on that one. This is something that will definitely improve your workflow in 2018. I mean, let's face it, if you have a 2008 or 9 or 10 Mac Pro and you're running it today, you need to have USB 3.0. I mean, you're obviously running it because you're probably a filmmaker or something in the video related world. And let's face it, these Mac Pros were awesome machines. Well, still are to this day. I am moving away from the Mac world. This is the last Mac machine that I have. And when I decide to switch this one out, it will be a Windows machine and I will be full on in the Windows world. But until then, I'm definitely going to use this setup right here. So that's it, guys. I hope you found this video useful. As you can see, adding USB 3.0 to an old Mac Pro is a fairly simple process these days. Takes a few minutes. And, you know, not complicated at all, but it adds so much to your performance. especially if you're working with large video files or just large files in general. You will notice the difference, no doubt. So, if you found this video useful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, share the love, and stay tuned for more. Thanks.